Welcome to Being at Home with George. I'm excited to be here. And let's begin the way we always begin, by creating the possibility of saying yes to life, to embracing whatever comes up, and generating the hope and making wise choices. So we talk about being a possibility because it's not always possible for us to say yes to something, especially uncertainty, anxiety, chaos. It's easier to say yes to love, compassion, understanding, enthusiasm, joy, feeling good, getting what we want. It's easier to do that. And so we need this ability to say yes to both the good, the bad, and the ugly. And just recognizing that some things are easier than others is helpful, but also realizing it doesn't really matter what's happening. What matters is we say yes to it. And why is it important for us to say yes to it? It's because what is happening because the conditions for what is happening are present for what is happening to be happening. And you got to say yes to it. And then once we say yes to it, we can do something with it. And so it requires this ability to get comfortable being uncomfortable, because some things are easier to accept than others, but we have to say yes to everything. And so there's a process. We have to practice this. And a lot of times we say it like you say it and it happens. Well, sometimes things happen and you don't embrace it. But then you can step back and say, okay, how's that working for you? Not so well. So then we say yes and we embrace it. But it's a practice. We have to practice it. We have to practice programming ourselves so that we don't have the sticky mind, because the mind is sticky. It's programmed to approach what is pleasant, to avoid what is unpleasant. And if it's neither pleasant or unpleasant, and there's an indifference, there's no goal in mind, then we space out. So we have to be able to train the mind to say yes to everything, to be able to not engage. So we talk about this idea of being able to notice what's happening, just noticing it, like mirror mind, not doing anything other than embracing it, being an inclusive awareness of what's happening, notice it, then allowing it to be there because it is what it is. It's really that simple. And then this idea of being able to let go, of being able to notice, allow it, then let it go, because we suffer when we hold on to things. We suffer when we hold on to what happened yesterday, and it clutters today. And when we hold on to what we want versus what we're getting, then we clutter the future. We clutter everything, but there's a lot of suffering, and we have to let go to grow. So this idea of practicing saying yes to everything. So having the time during the day where we just say, okay, in this situation, I'm just going to say yes to whatever's happening, and practice this idea of saying yes, generating the hope, and then making wise choices. And so we practice it until it becomes a habit. We practice it until it becomes a way of being, where no matter what happens, we say yes to it, we embrace it, we generate the hope, and we make wise choices.